Hello. Welcome.
Straight away.
In a silly mood today. Silly mood. Welcome to Mammoth Tales. This is our campaign of Celestial Sabotage and all Aussie D&D Dungeons and Dragons web series live stream thing. Today we have a small crew. A very small crew. We're missing all of our friends.
No, that was fun.
So we have Luke, Abby, and Chris 5.0, and myself, the Stubby Master, of course. I think that we should remind everybody of some really cool giveaways that we've got going on. First up, we have the Trade Tinker. So over to Luke.
Yeah, this is the Trade Tinker. This is the last week you'll be able to get this. So this is a hexagonal, beautifully crafted dice tray of Tasmanian oak from the Trade Tinker. All you have to do is type Trade Tinker into chat, and you go into the running to win this. We've got a few people now, which is good. We'll roll a few dice later this week to bring that one home. So that one's
on the tray.
Roll it on the tray. I wanted to try and leave it sort of a virgin tray, you know?
Yeah.
So someone could roll for it, you know, their first game, first roll in the tray, but maybe we'll see. We'll have a look.
Let us know in the chat what you think we should do.
Yeah.
Whether we should
Good
leave
idea.
it as a virgin tray or we should do the giveaway on the tray.
Yeah, do we pop the tray cherry? The other one is the countdown to 10 subscribers. I believe we're about 4 away, but these are some really, really nice coins, tokens to be used in your tabletop games from Campaign Coins. Big love to Jackson over at Gen Con at the moment. He is living his best life with our D&D friends on the other side of the ocean. But yeah, what a dude, what a giveaway. Get those subs in, and then at 10 subs, it'll be going to one of them lucky subaroonies. Back to Lixium, I guess.
Amazing. Yes. Back to Lixium and the world of Novem. Where relics and stories have survived over thousands of years in a land that is long as memory itself. Our ragtag bunch of adventurers who like setting fire to things are currently on the east coast of the land of Lixium in the city of South Sage. A city sprawling with many different landscapes, a very eclectic city with lots of subdivisions through the city. A city that worships the kind gods, Noctikur, Salicene, and Trinx. With the owlmare, Jondra, the owlbear, the wise old owlbear, who
Dad bear.
you have fortunately
Disappointed in
have fallen out of favour of. You've been tasked with finding redemption for yourselves and outweighing the misery that you brought to the city, or the town's guard who were woken up late at night as you set fire to the shivering timbers and unsuccessfully tried to reclaim it.
Jackson set fire to the shivering timbers.
And I just continued. I made sure that it was a light. I'm so sorry. I thought it would be cool. I didn't think of the ramifications. I'm sorry, Chris.
Yeah. Jackson, Ufaldrin threw out a bolt of magic. Harkow literally lit a match and threw it on a timber deck.
Yelled YOLO and just flicked that shit.
So, yeah. So you're in South Sage. You've just had your meeting with Jondrath, where he has tasked you. You chose the task to further investigate the Kenkus, which have been sprawling around, popping up, looking for something which you're not sure of. You had the discussion with about Ufaldrin, and he thinks that they are after a very precious red diamond that he was in possession of, and that you made a copy of tomorrow with your deceptive Tanto, and Ufaldrin has gone off to speak to Yanagar and potentially try to get some more information from Creek. So he's off doing his own thing at the moment. Hayton was getting quite homesick of Milo, and so she's decided to go spend a day with Milo, do some training, get combat ready, as they haven't seen each other in a while, and so they're off spending the day working on their commands and fighting and dueling and sparring. Nice. And that leaves, and of course Anwei is still at the place of unknown.
Bloody Anwei.
You don't know where she's gone. And that leaves you three.
Outside the mayor's house.
Outside the mayor's house.
And it's about...
With Nectar.
With Nectar. Poor NECK Nectar.
No.
How'd that thing heal up, do you reckon?
She's got a nice big scar tissue across her neck.
As a kobold, I'm sure it looks sick as hell.
Yeah. So yeah, it's over to you guys.
So what sort of time we're looking at? Sort of mid-ish day by now?
Not quite midday, I would say.
Okay.
Not quite midday. It's still the morning. You're waking up pretty early. You had the meeting with John Draff. That took a little while.
Yep.
So sort of late morning.
I saw you change that dagger across the stone. Just got that in your pocket now?
I do.
Pretty
It's,
pretty strong.
stashed away for now.
Yeah, that's going to be coming in super handy. At least we could use it to fool a few kobold.
Well, who knows how it may come up, but it
Oh,
seemed like a
Kenku.
fairly important, an important stone, so
Yep.
could be good to have.
Is it actually the gem, or is it still the dagger?
It's still the dagger, but it looks as convincing as any replica could be.
What makes it go back?
It switches, so I can hold it, I can change it into a dagger, and then if I touch another item of a similar size, then I can change it into that as well.
And if somebody else holds it?
I'm sure if they were attuned to my dagger, then...
Oh,
would
so they
work
have to
the
be
same.
attuned.
Yes.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be able to change it.
What's
At least not straight away.
attuned?
It's like this
Now you have to get to
vegetable
know.
connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, in the future there will be this rule set called 5th edition. No, sorry. No, Damara has a connection that we don't have with the dagger. As an interest, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to try and grab the stone. If I touch it, do I feel the dagger or do I feel the stone?
No, you feel the stone. And you can't actually change it back without being attuned. Neither can anyone else.
I think that's pretty amazing. It's going to come in handy.
Well, we can't exactly go and deal with them if we don't have Hayden or Feldon or
No,
Anwei.
we can't really deal with them on our own, but we probably need some supplies.
Yeah.
And we also know there's a bit of money stashed.
Yes, indeed. It's
It's
a big chest down there.
it's a big chest, and I'm assuming it's not going to be the easiest thing to get back.
Or the kind of thing that will be there for long. But
I don't like the idea of it staying there for too long. But a bit of funding would help us immensely. I mean, how many healing potions do we have?
I use my only healing potion.
I don't have any.
I don't have any healing potions. No potions left for me.
Maybe that would be like something we could plan to do tonight and undercover up a bit of darkness. Fishermen down by the docks, you know.
Well,
Oh, look, there's a big one. Jump on in.
I had some strange dreams last night in the cell. I didn't sleep all that well, but I feel like I may have picked up a few little tricks from this old god and his whisperings.
Is it
That sounds ominous.
is it scary?
I have a feeling I might be able to turn someone invisible.
Invisible?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I mean, for how long?
An hour.
Whoa. What do they, if they touch something, does that go invisible too?
Unfortunately not, but it could help us with getting some info about these Kenku or retrieving this treasure.
Have the Kenku actually done anything wrong other than lurk around places that they're not supposed to be?
Maybe we could ask someone about that.
Because it doesn't actually seem like they've done anything. They haven't hurt anyone.
What was the
All they
name?
want is this fucking gem that O'Feldrin took.
What was the name of that bar we were at before the big heist?
The Southport Inn.
Southport Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could head past Southport, talk to some folk there. Maybe talk to one of the barkeep or something, because they've surely heard the stories.
Yeah, I suppose it's as good a place as any. Or where the merchants are, who ever travel in and out of town.
Good idea. Is there like a... Do we have this map?
We
No,
saw it
No,
on the
you
bar.
saw it at the Southport Inn. You saw
Okay.
the map, but you don't have it on you exactly. But there's like signs and people to ask around if you want to like find something that's
Okay.
easy enough to
We'll
do.
definitely try and find someone to ask about where there might be like a merchant's quarters or like a somewhere where there's a bunch of trading posts and wagons and stuff coming in and out of the city.
Works for me. I need to do another ritual summoning of Optic
There you go.
as well, so I could get some regions, components. So
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, we'll try and find someone to ask about a trading district essentially. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, so that's sort of in the northeastern side of the town, which you sort of walk through where you went to the Smiths.
Oh.
So you sort of walk back there, and the Smiths sort of at the lower, more central part, and then as you go further to the northeast, there's just heaps of trade.
Okay.
Um,
Might try and approach maybe even just like a freshly unpacking wagon or something, like someone who looks like they've just come in off the road.
yeah.
A general merchant kind of person.
Yeah. Cool. You walk up to a young furbolg guy. He's just unloading boxes and like Hessian sacks. Looks to be like food based. He's outside one of the inn that Brudgar was meant to be staying at. He's just sort of unloading at the back there.
Okay. Excuse me, friend. Are you just freshening off the road, are you?
He just turns around. You see, it's just like bagged eyes, and his hair's all disheveled. He's got like this massive nose and like these really extra large ears. Oh yeah, sorry, been traveling all night, just trying to make quota.
Are you okay?
I
I put my hand on his shoulder and just give him like 2 lay on hand points.
Thank you, kind stranger.
okay.
Feeling a little bit perkier, but very.
Don't run yourself into the ground. It's okay to work for passion, but geez.
I've got a family to support, and just got to make enough coin to. It's all right. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah. Is there any reason why you've been trying? Have you been trying to sort of squeeze more hours into the day because you've been avoiding something maybe on the road like the Kinku? I don't know.
How did you know?
Well, we've had run-ins as well, and we've been asked by some officials of this town to maybe even look into the situation because it's getting a little bit out of hand.
Yes. Well, you are correct there. I've had to spend my hours in the night awake and making sure that I'm not ambushed as I was recently.
Really?
What did they do?
I lost my whole cart of supplies.
What do you sell?
Well, generally food crops and any sorts of flowers and things like that. I live in the backside of the Shingle Woods, and we've got a nice little farm there in a secluded spot. Yeah.
That sounds pretty awful. Did they
Yes,
take anything else, or just some food? The food
Well,
stuffs.
I actually found all my stuff rummaged through, and it was just wasted. It wasn't taken anywhere. It was dumped in the woods.
They seem to be looking for something. which is a similar case with every single time we talk to someone about them. But they didn't hurt you in any way.
No, they're...
And this happened whilst you were asleep.
Yes, I was heading further south. I was doing quite a long trip, and I was taken surprise. I was set up camp for the night. I had my fire going, and in a very what I thought to be safe area, and I'm so sorry.
That's fine. So, they didn't hurt you.
They just
They're
took
just
my
looking
stuff.
for something. They took your stuff and they were on their
my
way.
car.
And they seems like could have quite easily hurt you. Were you on your own?
Yes.
No.
So I always travel alone. I don't have any.
There you go. And you're right. They're not hurting anyone.
As like, just seeing birds in general, like I've never seen a kangaroo, but just seeing birds, would I know what kangaroo eat?
Make a nature check. 5. You
Oh wait,
just-
no, 8.
You're like, you have no real experience with like bird folk in general, but you just like, you get a little bit of ephedrine in you and a little bit conspiracy theory, and you just clutch your bug bag a little bit tighter. You just like make connection, like you go, oh, birds eat bugs, so bird folk probably eat bugs, and you're just like,
Are my bugs
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I swam. Are they okay?
yeah, they're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bugs are pretty hardy in the water, aren't they? Because they don't breathe.
Oh,
They
yeah,
can
true.
survive for a little bit.
I feel like your pouch would be pretty airtight as well.
Yeah, I want to keep them safe. I mean, some of them are dead. They like eat each other.
It's the
Water.
circle of life. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help. Do you want a hand with any of this?
Oh no, it's fine. I'll just unload this and head back home and take
What?
the rest of the day off. I think.
What kind of food has he got?
Wait.
Hey.
I'm so sorry.
What can I see him laying out?
So his like bags of flour.
Yep.
And there's like these wooden crates which are about yay big, which seem fairly heavy as he's like moving them. They just have some kind of thing.
Okay.
You can't really tell. Just they're not labelled.
Right. Thank you for your time. Back away.
I really should get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one last thing. Where was this that you last got ambushed?
I was heading down through Serpent's Neck, down to Serpent's Neck. I was just in the field on the way. Do you know where that is?
Not myself, no. We've had a pretty linear path down here and haven't really gotten around too much.
Right. Serpent's Neck's not too far from here. It's a few miles away, maybe half a day's travel.
Okay.
North, south, east, west.
South and further inland. You follow the river inland. If you follow the river, you go through Serpent's Neck, then eventually get to Rivertown. It's a very straight path for me. I normally like to take the fields and rather than going along the roads as I travel alone. It's, bandits normally camp out on the roads, the mauve hoods and whatnot.
Thank you very much. Great help. You have a lovely day.
Yes, of course. And the same to you,
Willow.
This poor dude.
Poor guy. Alright, cool.
Did we ask his name?
No.
Okay. Cool. Wait, does he have his name on the side of the cart?
Nah, he's just like this own like little traveller. You can ask him like.
The nameless
You just
furball.
turn around and be like, "Oh, what was your name again?" If you want.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna do it. I got my information. Being pretty selfish at the moment. Minus constitution for some whatever reason. How am I feeling, by the way?
I haven't noticed too much of a difference as of just yet. I mean, it's only just hit you. There was sort of, you felt a sap as it happened, and maybe like you feel a little bit fatigued, but
Bit of muscle mass lost.
just get out the measurement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Time to
not
hit the
right.
gym.
Oh, shit, that's not good. Okay, cool. Maybe we find somewhere quiet corner we can have a think about how we're going to get that chest back.
Cool.
And we know now, sort of, we've got somewhere we can follow to find these Kenku when we've eventually got some of our party back, but maybe we wait until we've got some more muscle
Yeah.
on our side.
Well,
Do we
I
want
wouldn't
to
exactly call unweight muscle.
No, but we don't even know if she's coming back. Like, she's just gone somewhere. We don't even know where she is. But I feel safer with Hadrian behind me. That bow and arrow.
So do we want to scout it out at all, or you think we leave it until we
Why do we
are
scout
more
it?
complete?
Well, as in like the Kenku.
Yes.
We could scout it during the day, maybe, and then maybe go for the chest at night. What do you reckon? I mean, how he said half a day. Trek, did he?
To
Up
The
the
watchtower.
up the river. Oh no, because we were going to go to the watchtower, weren't we?
Where we saw them.
the watchtower you saw was north of the
The
town.
north, but he's just explained somewhere inland
It's sort of-
surface
South
neck,
inland.
so that's a bit different. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well we could check the watchtower.
Oh no, he just got there. These Kenku have been there for quite a while. Well, we don't know that, but
Yep.
they seem comfortable, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
You have a map
Woo. Yes, we
that you are reminded of by your conscience, your subconscious, to pull out that you have left.
Oh yeah, sorry, just forgot about that.
And Serpent's Neck rings a bell.
Was
And
that
you're
the
able to see.
blue dragonlings or something were causing trouble at Serpent's Neck that Yanagar was
Also that.
Or I mean,
But the Mofoods have a
Owlman.
circle of influence there.
Yeah, I'm interested to know what the fuck that is. And the triangle, which is a whole forest and the area around. Fruit Loops.
D&D choices. I don't know.
I mean, if Yanaga's telling us to go to the watchtower, then that's the best place to go first.
Yep. Okay. Or maybe we can scout it. And it seems these Kenku, if they're not going to fight us, we may even have a chance to talk to them. I mean, what are they going to take us prisoner? They've never taken anyone.
Do they talk?
I don't know.
Well, just two things if we're going to go up and have a look at the tower. One, I'm not going to be a very good scout unless I can get Iris back here somehow or resummon Optic. And on top of that, while I think it may come in handy having this big red diamond on me, it could be a little bit of a risk
True.
if
If you're frisked,
yes, or if we don't show it to them consciously.
can you change it out of that form
I
and back
can,
into it?
But if I change it out of that form, I cannot change it back unless I am touching the gem.
We don't know where that is
Now
anymore.
that Ulfeldrin is off doing his thing.
If we need another copy, there might be a miner somewhere.
I don't think this kind of gem is the kind that has many copies.
Could we get one made, maybe?
Something to look like it.
What would happen?
Painted.
That's a really interesting question. What would happen to the Kenku if they thought they had the gem?
Yes.
Why do they want it?
I don't think it... We don't know.
Is it just
It's something
because
to
it
do with-
looks cool?
It has something to do with Spire.
Are
Feldrin
they-
said it had something to do with Spire. And it was found in his mountain. And when we touched it, there was some kind of divine energy coming through. Those are the words he used, wasn't it? You felt a divine energy.
Yeah. You
If that-
definitely feel it. Yeah.
It felt like there was a god in the room again. Do you remember that?
I didn't fucking touch it.
Do you not?
No.
Oh, that's a problem. Well, you felt
Why?
it. You knew. What did it feel like to you?
I touched it, but my sensitivity to gods may not be as attuned as yours.
Okay, yep.
Is he like in charge of the mountain?
I think he's the protector of the mountain.
The whole mountain.
We did see what Unari could do to that wave. She froze that in place. We saw balance what he could do. Who's to say a god couldn't run a mountain?
Well, maybe we make like we've got this stone. And maybe we enter talks with them to say we know where it is and we'll bargain for it.
Yes.
You tell us what it's for, you can have it. We don't really want it. I mean, would they believe that? I don't know. Maybe they just try and kill
And
us.
how do we know that they're telling us the truth as well? I mean,
Well, do we have some form of spell we can do? A truth spell? Zone of truth?
well, our good friend Ufuldran does. But
He's sort of gone now.
the other thing we could do is, we could be within range of the tower. I'm sure they have just as keen eyesight as this creek that's the only Kenku I've really known. If we made it look like that the gem was being handed to Brudgar or to Viscount Dupree or something, we could set them off on the wrong path. Maybe have them take care of some things that we need to take care of ourselves. I could make myself look like Skulk.
What if you made
Send them
yourself
off
look like
against the
Count Dupree?
Wolfwoods.
Viscount Dupree. They ended up somehow with the gem. You ended up on their doorstep and they delivered it to you.
Yes, or
They would have thought they'd given it to you.
well, I don't know that they would give it away. I don't know that they have any connection to the Viscount, but if they think the Viscount has it, it's well known in this area where he lives. They might storm his building. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
To be honest, I think it would be easier to make a decision on this if we scout things out first, see what intelligence we can garner. I think the thing that's really pressed for time is getting us treasure, but I know that my schemes have not been going that well.
Well, I mean, the treasure's still there. No one except for 2 of your shipmates know it's there, yeah?
I'm sure it won't take them long to work out where it's gone, considering the huge hole in the side of the ship.
The Dupree. What connection, we know why Dupree wanted to have that armor, the Dragon Slayer, but why did the Morphwoods want it?
Why did Dupree want it?
Well, apparently to give to Verabeth.
But why did Virabeth want it?
I don't know. What
To
the fuck
slay
even
some
is it?
sort of dragon. That's as much as we can know for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of any other reason. What dragons do we know of? I mean, I don't know of any, apart from Dragonkin, but you wouldn't get a Dragon Slayer longsword just to slay Dragonkin, would you?
Do I
That's
know
how
anything
important
about
it
this
is.
armor? Like, have I heard any lore about it?
Make a history check.
Oh, 18.
You remember in your time at Iron Trunk overhearing conversations that you weren't necessarily meant to hear of a very powerful set of armor and accompanying sword and shield, which you can pretty safely deduce that this could be a match. As for its purpose, you're not sure. You just know that it's powerful.
But I've heard of it back from where I'm from. I don't know what the fuck it's for. I just know that it's powerful, and if Verabeth has it, then that's a problem.
And she wants it because what? She's...
Why is it the
Because she's a
problem?
power-hungry bitch.
You say that because...
Well, because she wants this fucking armor, clearly.
No. What else is going
Surely
on?
that doesn't make her a bitch. What do you...
You met her.
She seemed
Much nicer than half the people I've met.
She seemed nice and severe. I could tell that if you were on her bad side, you probably would know about it very quickly. You were on her bad side.
You definitely jumped out of the way before seeing her a few times before she had time to show us anything about her character.
Look, it's just the, it's not it's a, if we're going to have to worry about the armor, look, I shouldn't have even fucking brought it up.
It's been brought up now. There's no turning back. You can't unsay something.
If we're going to be going up against Virabeth, it would be nice to know exactly what we're going up against. I mean, motivation, that's going to help us make our choice.
She tried to kill us on the way. She used the Mofwood to kill us because she probably thought that we had some insight into what she was planning, whatever the fuck she's doing.
Yes, but before you met us, you'd had a run-in with her, hadn't you?
Well, it's hard not to when you live in Iron Trunk.
And why is that?
Because it's not a very big forest.
Is she from there?
Yes.
Oh. Did she sort of oversee Iron Trunk in any way?
In a way. Anyway. Look, it's a... I've had enough of this conversation. I go on ahead.
That bitch be crazy.
Well, definitely seems like there's a lot more she's hiding from us.
Whether or not that's going to get us killed in the future. Surprises seem to be our downfall at the moment. Alright. Well, what do you propose first? Should we scout the location of the chest before we go?
Well, I'm very happy to see what's happening with the chest.
Maybe we walk down by the docks.
Alright, I'm gonna try and call Iris back to me.
Yeah. Where would Iris be? Just
I
around.
would assume she'd been flying around looking for me, maybe picking up scraps from the bins, causing a general ruckus,
Hell yeah.
as crows do.
And you probably want your gazer friend back, yeah?
Definitely.
Before we head out
If
there.
we're going to go on any sort of serious information gathering mission, I think that would be wise.
What do you need for that?
I need some charcoal, some incense, a brass brazier, and some herbs.
And preferably a space to do it in.
Yes, we don't have as much power as we had in North-South Sage when I just put it all out on the street.
Yeah, it was...
Like a madman.
Eyes rolled into the back of the head, talking in tongues.
Oh, shit. Okay. Look, alright, well, maybe we scout down by the docks. We're running after Harkel, I'm guessing.
We're following after.
And maybe we try and find you a room. We can have a feed. We've got somewhere to wait till nightfall to head down to the docks if we were to make a move. And then maybe in the morning we can head on out to this watchtower. What do you reckon?
This sounds good to me. It shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Maybe we might. We'll see how things.
See how we go.
Absolutely.
See how we go.
But
Okay.
it sounds like a good plan to start.
We'll head down to the docks. We'll see
Head
what's-
down to the docks. Presumably Harkel was running that way by...
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. She just
I
went straight
love
to the
the
docks.
Hoping
She's going
so.
for a fish. Her
Yeah.
favourite thing to do. I think.
Yeah.
Just calm myself down.
This entire time there's a kobold with a sheath with like a...
A great axe,
A
the other
fishing
side,
rod.
a fishing rod. I've got javelins pointing through the back of my bag.
Peacock tail.
You run after Harkel out to the cobblestone docks. You come out right sort of where the Shivering Timbers is, and you see in the bird's nest, you hear a call, "Quah!" And Iris flies down to you, and you hear a yelling out from Brudgar off the back of the ship. If you bring that bird anywhere near me again, I'll shoot it out of the sky. It's been annoying me all morning. And he walks back, and you can see like some new crew members. It looks like they've recruited new crew already to make up for the few that you slayed.
No loyalty.
And they're getting to work patching up the holes from the inside out.
Yep.
Won't approach the ship too much, I don't think. Just...
It's alright, they're not going anywhere in a hurry.
No.
I'll give a sort of pat Iris, like a good rave. Give her a bit of bird feed. And broadcast.
How does Nectar look?
Nectar's just like in all sorts. She's just following silently.
Yeah, I keep close to Aya.
Yeah. Except you ran off. When they catch up to you.
Yeah. She took retcon, took Nectar with her. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll not approach the ship. Maybe we walk, just find a little spot somewhere along the dock somewhere we can see.
Yep.
We obviously don't want to be too close to where the treasure was. We don't want to.
With Iris, if like she can mimic sounds and stuff she's heard.
Yeah.
Is her level of cognizance enough that I'd be able to ask if they'd been going into the water?
She'd have to, if you word it in a certain way that she can reply.
Yeah, it's like a mimicked sound.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said to Iris, did they look for treasure? Look for treasure?
Oh no.
Nah.
You probably have to be. This may be kind to DM.
Yeah.
You probably have to be more visual with her. She's
yeah.
not. I would say she's not great with knowing, what an action or a verb is.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're able to be like,
Yeah.
use visual guide.
Alright, so I pull a gold coin out of my pocket then.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to show it to Iris.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm going to position myself between the ship and them whilst they're doing this.
Make a stealth check with advantage.
Yeah.
No, just Damara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're giving him the advantage.
Yeah.
awesome, thank you.
Oh god.
So I got natural 20, 21.
So what are you actually doing?
Yeah, so sort of like showing her the coin, sort of like like signaling over to the water.
Yeah.
And like pointing it at like the pirates. Did they go down for bring up gold? And like sort of hand sign it to the best of my ability.
No.
It's very funny to watch.
I give her a pat, a little scratch, and I give her some feed.
Well, I heard that, no.
I think we should continue with what we need to get done. They won't be going anywhere in a hurry.
Question that might help us later. Were there anything that you know of in the chest, or was the chest locked in any magical way or holding any magical items?
No, the chest was open. And the gems, I wish I could tell you more about them.
But do you
What
know
you
if
want.
they have some kind of arcane nature?
I know that they are unlike anything I had seen before. I've been down on the docks for many, many years. I see gems coming in and out all the time. I had never seen gems come into the dock that had ever caused so much commotion.
Okay, well, I have an idea then that might help us very quickly, easily, and quietly retrieve these gems. But maybe we don't talk about that here. Maybe we'll go and grab a table, sit down, grab a room upstairs. You can resummon your gazer, and I'll let you know there.
Sounds great.
Yep.
Arcane?
Yeah, let's go.
Yep. Head over to the inn.
Head down back to the Southport Inn, where you lodged the previous night.
Yep.
Yeah. You walk down along the docks, take a right, walk past the Temple of Salicene.
How does it look? Do I notice anything interesting going on? Like another sword laying on the fucking altar?
It looks cloudy in the sky.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's overcast, and there's a particular looming shadow over the temple.
I think all of us knowing about what's happening with like seeing what's happened with Salicene and yeah, we don't want to take any part in this right now. Maybe we've got our own goals and objectives. I wouldn't pay much attention.
Just keep
Just put a
walking.
hand on.
Yeah. Pretty much like when you see your ex in the street and you just go, oh, I don't want to do this. Yeah, head over to the inn.
Head back to the inn. Barkit welcomes you. Welcome back, travellers. Missed you last night.
Yeah, we had some stuff to deal with.
It's fine, we found somewhere else to sleep.
We did. Thank you very much, though.
Very good.
I don't suppose our room's still open.
Well, yeah, you can, if you'd like to purchase lodging for tonight, we can organise that right now.
Love some lodging for the night and a big bloody meal.
Very good. It'll be 5 silver each.
Yep, I got that for you.
Meals included.
Meals included.
Meals included.
All right. And scanning the room.
Are you serious? You ripped me off.
I did no such thing.
You ripped me off by a golden... 5 silver? What do you mean you didn't rip me off? This is an outrage.
Well, it's a time of day booking.
Supply versus demand, isn't it?
I'm watching you.
It's early morning. Tavern's quite empty, trying to fill up some lodging.
Oh, yes.
You're lucky that you got in early and didn't get spiked twice.
So it seems.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. This town.
Oh, God. Okay.
5 silver, was it?
I'm
And
paying.
food included. 5 silver, yeah.
I got the whole lot. I paid for it.
I mean, I can charge you more if you want. If you're
No, that's
happy,
fine.
you can
Thank you. No,
take the
you're
business
so
elsewhere.
generous already.
Trying so hard to stay in character, and it just...
I'm going up to our 5 silver room.
Yeah. Oh, we'll catch you in the corner,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
You better say when you're ready. Want to look for just like the quietest table, you know, the table in the. I know you said
the
it's
corner.
quiet anyway, but
Under
in
the
corner.
stairs.
Yeah.
I sit away with Nectar just for a bit, or like while we've been walking into the bar and stuff, and I just say like, that looks clean. It won't infect. It'll scar up good. It'll look pretty cool. Huh? I'm not gonna let it happen again. Okay. We've both been through a lot, and we shouldn't have to deal with this shit anymore. Trusting soft skins is a hard deal. You don't. It's sweet. It's. I mean, you know what it's like. You don't.
I'm going for a walk.
Do you want me to
She
come?
gets up. And she just keeps walking.
Sometimes time is the only thing that fixes these things. Don't blame yourself. Might not be anything you can do right now.
She's not safe walking around by herself.
Are you gonna stop her?
No.
No, I think we're done making decisions for her right now. I think she'd feel safer making her own decisions. She'll come round.
It's... Look, no, you don't fucking understand. This is just one other day.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Virabeth is a powerful alchemist, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've stolen shit from her before. And she doesn't like that.
Stolen from necessity or because you wanted to harm her?
No, I just stole it because my clan needed it.
Right.
It's all she makes is poisons, corrosives, anything that can hurt someone. She's not a good person. She's not a herbalist. She's an alchemist.
Yep.
She's not a good enemy to have. And in the path we're going to keep antagonizing her, and I don't know how to get her off our back. Especially if we're going to be continuing and we can't do anything because some fucking god has got us in some deal. I don't know what.
You saw how the mayor treated us. And how good that tree felt. I think we have had such a hard road to get here. But we have found a place that it seems others have too. That is in a much better balance than the rest of the world is right now. For whatever reason, shit's going down upstairs. And gods are just appearing in front of us. But since we got here, the only bad thing I've found is us. I feel like this is where we have a chance to regroup, and I don't feel Nectar's unsafe walking out there at all. The guards here are plentiful. They're strong. There's temples everywhere. And the mayor himself believes in redemption over punishment. This is one of the safest places she could be, of everywhere.
There aren't kobolds where you're from, is there?
We have lizard folk, yeah.
Oh, man, the fucking same. They're idiots.
Idiots.
It's...
Well, some friends of this, but they didn't seem like idiots. It was fun. Used to play tiddlywinks with them. You know, you put the stick on one side of the bridge and you run to the other side of the bridge and you see it come out the other. That was a long time ago. Ayala's a different place. Much kinder than Lixium.
Yeah, I'm sure. It is... Look, it's... You look at Nectar. Look at her body. The people that have hurt her. Just look at me. Like, it's fucking... I lived with my entire clan, and everyone is out to get you. And she didn't even have her clan. Her clan was out to get her. They were out to get each other, and I've never heard that fucking before.
So Virabeth is out to get you.
She's...
So you've angered Virabeth in the past, and she's coming after you not just because of whatever she's looking for, which she's after the group for, she's actually after you as well.
She wouldn't recognize me.
She wouldn't recognize you?
She doesn't care.
Okay.
I come back downstairs. I've just sort of been in the room having a look at the red diamond.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to you guys, I really want to go and get these components for my ritual. You're more than welcome to come with, or I can go and do that while you hang out here.
I think it might be easier for you if you've got someone with you for movement, or at least would you be happy with Iris as it is? I guess you guys need some catch-up time.
Yeah, I'm happy to go shopping with Iris. I
Okay.
shouldn't need my handheld for that.
Well, I'm hungry, so I'm staying here for food.
Yeah.
I need to go to see a herbalist to get some potions.
Okay. Alright.
You want any?
A water breathing potion, I think,
Do we not have one already?
could come in handy if I wouldn't mind one.
Did we use that water breathing potion?
You did not.
We still have one.
Well, you know, a couple may not go astray if
Couple?
we're
Okay.
trying to retrieve something from
So
the
maybe
bottom
see
of the
what the
ocean.
cost on a water breathing. I'll go with you. I got money too. Let's go.
Do we know if water breathing is alchemy or herbalism?
You could get it at either.
Okay, cool. Beauty.
Cool. Alright. I'll tip the barkeep on the way out and hungry, but go looking for potions, I guess. You and me? Yep. Okay, cool.
Yep. Well, are you all going together? Like, you'll be
I
walking
think
the same direction
walk
for
same
them to-
direction.
Yeah, yeah.
Better not say hi now, bye
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
and
then we
then
keep
walk.
walking the same way.
Oh, this is awkward.
Alrighty. So you walk back up to the trade district where you were before, and
Now that we got in early for the discounted morning prices on accommodation, can go shopping.
You find a herbalist, this very old-looking sage character. You walk in and you just see this old lady with like wrinkles and really like overly weirdly saggy skin, and she's an elf. And like grey hair, it's up in a bun, and then it like comes out in like two plaits, and she's like got these really squinty eyes. And as soon as you walk in, you just get this whiff of like incense. Oh,
Hi.
hi.
Do you...
How can I help you today, little lizard friend?
Do you sell health potions?
Yes.
How much are they?
50 gold pieces each.
Okay.
What do you have? Pull out.
Takes a long time. It's 5 gold.
It's 5 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I would like to take at least 2 of those, depending on the price of if you have any water breathing potions as well.
Oh yes, we have water breathing potions here. I make them to order though because they're not, something that is a common item that people just buy every day. So
Okay.
if you give me 2 hours, should be done by then.
What would you charge for
That
something?
one is 30 gold.
Is that right?
That is right.
What if we do something for you? Get some supplies.
Let me see if anything's that I'm in desperate need of anything. And she heads out the back to check her order sheet. You hear her murmuring to herself. It seems that I'm late on a shipment of some very exotic flowers. If you're able to track that down, I could maybe take off 15 gold off the price
Of the water breathing.
of the total order.
Is that worth it, do you reckon?
Do you have a herbalism kit?
I can definitely sell you one of those.
How much would that be?
I believe the 50, no, what, 30.
Holy Christ. Oh yeah, I gave my money away.
Who took it on with money?
Oh no, they're only 5 gold. I was thinking of the alchemist
did.
kit. 5 gold for a herbalism kit.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Well, how about we'll take 2 of those health potions now in the herbalism kit, and then we'll go to see if we can find these flowers of yours. Is that okay?
Sure.
What kind of flowers are they?
They're called lily pondles.
Lily.
They they're very, very, very particular flower. So they have 3 blue leaves and 2 orange leaves in a round, and they sprout out kind of like this shape. And then there's 3 stalks with small yellow bulbs in the middle of the flower, which have the pollen.
Okay. To Jordan, with the furbo before, did you say flower or flowers?
Oh, flower
It was
as in...
flower.
Fuck!
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the Furbolg.
I
No.
got so excited. I was like, oh, this is fucking easy. Okay.
And what is this enchanting incense that we can smell?
Well, this is a secret concoction of my own. You can buy a couple of sticks to burn at your own end if you like.
I would,
It's my own secret recipe.
I would love some of your
Her husband's Colonel Sanders.
secret recipe incense. I must say I've never met an elf that is of your experience and wisdom in this world.
Yes, well, I've been around for 600 years now. So.
Incredible. And have you been living here in South Sage for?
Only for a short while,
Ah, I see.
maybe 70 years.
And how has the world changed in that time? It's incomprehensible to me.
Oh, drastically. It used to be just full of green and trees, and then more species and intelligent life started emerging, and then the lizard draconic folk rose up, and they sort of claimed the north many years ago, and now I miss the old days.
Don't we all? Thank you so much for the incense. I really appreciate it. You wouldn't have a bundle of herbs as well that I might be able
yes.
to use for a ritual?
She gives you the herbs with the incense. 2 gold for the... She gives you a few sticks of incense. Just be very careful with that incense. Don't burn too much at once.
Okay. Any reason in particular that I should be aware of?
Well, you might feel the effects of it too strongly.
I see.
You wouldn't want that.
I see.
Does she smell like hemp?
Bake it into a cookie instead.
That's a difference.
Patchouli?
But you get the idea that this has some kind of...
It is. It's very alluring, the smell. It's quite the recipe. Okay, so I hand over my 2 gold.
Would your shipment be coming from north, east, south, or west?
Well, it was meant to arrive in the port 2 days ago, I believe. So I'm not sure how you're going to find the ship that it's meant to be on, but maybe it's arrived and got missed or stolen. I haven't made payment for it as of yet. That's meant to be it's payment on arrival, so I'm not out of pocket, but yes, if you're able to find it for me,
Okay.
I wouldn't have to pay for it. So
Would you mind us maybe just getting a bit of parchment out so you can sort of just... We'll officially go and look for this for you. We'll write down what we're looking for and sort of officially follow this up for you. That'd be nice.
I don't know if we need to make this an official adventure, do we?
I would very much like to help you.
I will keep an eye out for you, absolutely, but I know you wouldn't want us to go to too much trouble.
Yes, see? Your friend has the right idea.
Yeah.
If it shows up, it shows up for me.
Fantastic.
If you make it show up, then there's you can have your potion at half price.
That's good.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too.
Beautiful.
More dodgy folk.
I mean, she's. I don't.
Yeah.
600 years? How the fuck old is Anwei?
Oh, I don't know. She seems like she's 6 most of the time.
When do they
I don't know.
become adults?
They become so old and jaded, and it just goes on forever, doesn't it? All right.
I'm in need of some coal. Is there any other shopping that people need to do?
Not for me, I don't think. I mean, we've got some healing potions now, which is bloody useful. I was going to look into some magical enchantments. DM wise, my fate I took at level 4 was Warcaster.
Yes. Yeah.
So I was going to look at some way of being able to cast spells having the sword and shield at the same time, but now I can do that. So Dunyan rings and advantage on concentration checks and stuff. So cool.
Do we want to quickly pop out, do what we need to do, and meet back in the middle of the square?
I'd love to head back to the inn actually, so I can actually explain what we're going to maybe do about your chest.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, we'll head back there. You get some coal, meet us back there, yeah? Yeah, you good?
Yes.
I am going to find nectar.
Okay.
And I'll meet you back.
Okay. Good luck.
Yeah.
Iris will keep her eye out as well. I will let you know. I won't.
Are you gonna do that message thing in my ear?
It's a 30 feet thing.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
I can come and find you and ask you out loud. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out looking for a blacksmith.
Yeah. You probably head back to the one you saw the other day. You're able to get enough coal.
And ask about if there's a brazier that they know.
Brazier.
Brazier. I'm after
a different
brazier
shop.
now. So James is there, the young blacksmith.
Hey, James.
Making my sales.
Yes, it's great to my first returning customer. You didn't necessarily buy anything last time, but hope that coal serves you
By
well.
proxy.
By
I like to think I did.
I mean, potentially try the Temple of Nocticur. They might have, because they do a lot of fire stuff
Great idea.
going on there.
Thank you, James.
Head out. Looking for nectar.
Well, I do keep an eye out for her. However, I want to go around and see if because ever since the kobolds from my clan, I saw them. I want to go around and see if I can find anything that has to do with ancestors or history or the gods or anything like that. I don't really think she knows what she's trying to look for.
Yeah. Make a perception check. See.
18.
18. So you sort of head to, the three temples are ring in your mind as something that's probably a good place to start.
Yeah.
So you head to one of those. Is there anyone you want to head to?
So there's
particular?
the god of death, the goddess of death, the goddess of love and water. Like that's Salasine.
So Salasine, goddess of sun and water.
Mm-hmm.
The Nocticur is the god of death and fire, and then Trinx is the goddess of like the forest and good fortune.
Okay, I don't go to Salasine. I'll probably go to Nocticure first.
Yep. So you head to the temple where you saw the stone slabs, and you head there. And what are you looking for?
Well, can't look for inscriptions. Do I see any pictures first and foremost? Like any hieroglyphics or something like that?
Yeah, make a perception check.
19.
The only thing that you are able to see sort of anywhere is just the mark that's on Damara's hand, the 3 dots. The mark of Noctica, it's placed around in specific locations, but otherwise it's just like polished concrete, sort of polished stone rather, and it's quite bare and minimalistic.
Cool. Is anyone there with me?
Well, right about as you show up,
Fuck!
Damara shows up.
Well, she's not here. I fucking forgot she was coming.
Fancy seeing you here.
Mm-hmm.
You've had no luck finding Nectar.
No, I don't know where she would have gone.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I mean, your bird, but it's I don't know. It's I doubt even if I found her, she would want to come back right now.
I don't know. I think she's going through a hard time, but
Very hard time.
she would probably appreciate knowing that you're looking for her and want to be there for her. I can happily send up Iris to have a look for you.
Sure.
I'm going to send Iris up to scout around a bit looking for Nectar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Anywhere in
sit there
particular?
channeling her. I'm going to nowhere near the docks, near the ship.
Smart.
And I'm going to assume that she's walked to the sort of other side of town. Not left town, but just wanted to get as far away in town as possible. So
Yeah.
I'm going to get Iris to fly sort of up the streets to that end and sort of circle around a bit before flying back.
Yeah.
Maybe past Salasane.
Make a perception check.
With Iris's perception, that's a 22.
Oof.
But 17. I rolled. With my perception, that is 18.
You are unable to see her anywhere. Sort of fly quite low and get a good look of all the streets, but there's nowhere to be seen.
Well, I've looked through the streets. I can't see her there, so my best bet is she's gone in somewhere. She's indoors. It's maybe as much as I can help for now.
Yeah.
This whole process took about 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Yeah. Is there anyone else in the temple right now?
No, it's just you two guys at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. I think she just awkwardly walks out. Okay, I'll go find her now. Bye.
Okay.
And she goes to Trinx's temple
Yep.
instead.
And you set up.
I'll
Your ritual?
set up. I'll try and do it respectfully if there's no one around to ask about about things, but I'll try and do it in a respectful way over to the side.
Well, you see at the front there's sort of like a podium, sort of with a thing. Yeah. So you can go up and use that.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely. And everything in the brazier. Boom. Next hour.
You head to the Temple of Trinx. So there's the temple there, and next to it there's the sort of around sort of the another path is the tree of good fortune that you remember as well. The white and blue leaves. White branches, sorry. And you see the Owlmare himself, John Draff, just sitting outside the temple, very peacefully and quietly, just eating some more berries.
Where does he get these things? When we were in the
He's got his back to you at the moment as well.
When we were in the forest, did I see? Because you said there were a bunch of different types of trees. Were there any iron trunk trees?
Yeah.
There were.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got his back turned to me.
Yeah. Doesn't know you're there.
Okay.
Presumably.
Presumably. I think she just.
Owls' heads can like.
What?
Sorry, carry on.
I think she probably just doesn't. She just walks in, like she doesn't really address him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he say anything?
You just walk past him and up the steps into the old cracked steps into the shrine, and you head in, and there's sort of like a domed ceiling with light that is let through, and there's like all different fragmented light beams, sunlight that sort of spills out and makes this sort of leafy pattern of shadows amongst the floor. Inside, it's like a grass pasture along the floor, really comfortable to sit on, and there's sort of some water streams around, like sort of wall features with like streams flowing out.
Pretty. Is there anyone in the temple?
No.
Not really.
No.
Okay. This is where that forest is, right?
Yes, you're in the forest right now.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. Okay. Fuck. If I look around the forest itself, like with the iron trunk trees and things like that, do I? Again, I don't think she really knows what she's trying to look for. But does she get any semblance of home? Like, is this a copy or is this like an actual tree?
Yeah, so maybe you walk up to one of the iron trunk trees, and it's wide trunk, really hard wood. You press against the bark, and you just get a feeling that this is a tree that has grown here, like it's been cultivated. It's not like some kind of magical thing. It's very much like it's meant to be here, and it feels like home a little bit.
She did the Owlmare say that he was a follower of any of the gods?
Well, you've seen him a couple of times outside of Trinx's temple. Just make an insight check.
Okay. 18.
18, yeah. So he's definitely, you get the feeling that he's definitely a follower of Trinx, but he's also spoken about how he's very much about the three gods as well. So you probably feel that he's more closely, being an owlbear from the jungle or the woods, probably where he gravitates the most.
Okay. I go out to where he is. I stay a bit far away.
Mm-hmm.
But and he's like, she's awkwardly scratching at her leg, and is like, "Hi."
Hello, little lizard friend.
I'm a kobold, but
Sorry, kobold.
It's okay.
No, it's not. You should be addressed how you would like to be addressed. Would you like a berry?
Is it poisonous?
No, they're not poisonous. This is for improperly addressing you. Take a berry. And you eat it, and it's not what a kobold would normally eat, but it tastes amazing. Like it's the best piece of fruit you've ever eaten, even though
Holy
you
shit.
don't even really like fruit, right?
Yeah. Oh. What is this?
And this grows here in the forest. We call them gooseberries. They're a goof of a time. I named them myself.
You made them.
I named them.
Oh, you named them. So-
Delicious, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty good. I don't eat a lot of berries, but they're pretty good. And so you're a follower of Trinks?
Yes, you could say that. I consider myself a follower of the kind gods, but I do like it here in the forest.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't. I've never really been around a lot of magic, but there's something magic about this forest, right?
Yes, this is blessed by Trinks herself.
How can someone bless an entire forest?
Well, the ways of the gods are unbeknownst to most of us, I would say, but that tree over there, and he gestures to it, it's has very magical powers. Its leaves can bring you much good fortune.
All these people seeing the gods and stuff. This isn't normal, is it?
How do you mean?
Well, I was under the impression that gods were just people walking around anyway. They're just magic users. But apparently this is wrong, and they're able to make entire earthquakes and command a mountain, and it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how someone can have that much power.
Well, I suppose that is because they are much greater beings than us. It is the gods who made this world.
Made it.
Yes. Many, many, many years ago.
What's happening then, if this isn't normal?
I wish I knew.
I don't, in your God following stuff, do you deal anything with does Trinks deal with of course she does. Does she deal with the people in the forests itself, or the land?
Trinks takes care of the people who put their faith in her.
Do you deal anything with do you know much about kobolds?
I can't say that I've met many in my life, but I've known a few.
From where, north or south?
Closer to here rather than... I've never ventured far up north.
Right. Do you know much about ancestral protectors?
I am but a mere owlbear. I don't know. I don't really have a heritage or ancestors that I know of, or a bloodline that I can follow. was raised by a druid after my mother was killed
Killed.
when I was a cub.
What happened?
I don't know. I was too young to remember, but this druid, he raised me and gave me the ability to speak and think at a higher level. And Harkale,
Yes.
can I make a recommendation to you?
Sure.
I have one question for you first.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a particular god that you consider yourself a follower of or have faith in?
Up where I'm from, we don't have much dealings with the gods. I've never learned anything about them. The closest thing that I can even think of to the other realms is the idea that your ancestors come back in your clan when you're in a time of need. And I thought that it was a myth. It was just something to make you feel safer when you're out by yourself hunting or something. But it happened. And I guess it's a good thing. But I don't know what's happening.
It sounds to me like you are someone who is of great importance to your clan, your ancestors, or you have an immense power growing within you. I hope that you use it in the right way moving forward. Maybe not burning ships.
Yeah, I didn't think that one through.
You have much to learn, Harkale. I think that a walk through the forest, I presume you are a kobold of Iron Trunk.
Yeah.
Have a walk through the forest. It might remind you of home, and you never know, Trinx's good fortune might find you.
But before I do you, with your South Sage, they're probably going to come down this way. Do you know that they're followers of the Unari, yeah?
Yes, they have been a point of contention, living so closely to us for a while, but we generally go about our own business separately.
Well, there is a good chance that they're going to come down this way, and they didn't. A lot of them were born into it. They didn't know what they were getting into. They don't understand what they're under, and a lot of them are really good people. And the god, well, something I don't really get it, but it was really fucked up, and they're going to come down here. And you have a big town. It's just...
Not to worry, Harkale. We have already accepted a number of refugees from North-South Sage seeking shelter.
already.
There's already been a couple that have made the journey south.
Do you know their names?
I just know that we have accepted them into the town.
If I don't really know. I know we've done a lot of shit already from being in this town, but if you see a Boxster or or the other name, Jordan.
Who are you referring to? The friends.
Nectar's friends.
Yeah.
Boxster and
Why did I give them such?
Oh, Eglash.
Eaglash.
Eaglash. Okay. If you see a box store at Eaglash, can you just tell them that nectar is safe?
Sure.
Yes, I don't know, like if you deal with them personally or whatever.
Most likely not,
Oh,
but
okay.
if I do, maybe if you're able to get your redemption for the town, I can look at helping you in a more impactful way.
Yeah.
You still have much to do for me before I can do any more for you.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay.
that was my last berry, so I should probably get back to work, my lunch break. I'm going to say a quick prayer before I leave. You're welcome to join me or leave me.
I follow him.
Yeah. So he just sort of sits cross-legged and puts his hands to his chest, and you hear him say, "O goddess of good fortune, may you continue to give good fortune to the people of South Sage and those who need it." And he gets up and walks off.
Did I hear her talk back? No. Okay. I walk through the forest.
Cool. You go for a stroll through the forest. And we might take a break there. We're going to take a short break, refuel, and dive straight back into the world of Novem and the city of South Sage after this. So we'll catch you in a jiff. And we're back. Woo! Just like that. With the theater, with the magic of... I was going to say the magic of theatre, but
This isn't
the magic of...
The sitting
No,
room
it's not even the
upstairs.
magic the magic of technology. We've gone from a creepy black and white camera to full colour and sound. Oh my god, wow. Welcome back to Mammoth Tales. Our campaign is Celestial Sabotage. We're an all Aussie D&D crew, and we are in the midst of a fun little day out, kind of.
Emotional day out.
Yeah, it's a bit emotional. Let's before we jump right back in, would like to remind you all of the giveaways that we've got going on.
Trey Tinker in chat.
Put Trey
Hit that shit.
spam Trey
Last
Tinker in
time
the
you're doing
chat.
that, we got some people who can in for the roll, so it's going to be a good one. Never been rolled on Virgin Dice Tray, and yeah, so that's going to be given away this week. Yeah, subscribers as well. Once we got 10, we're giving away the coins. We've got 2 packs, so we've got 1 to give away at 10 subscribers. I think once we reach another 10, we'll be having another set of coins going away as well.
Yeah.
Super nice, heavy, hardy.
So these are the campaign coins, crits or fails tokens, treasure worthy of your greatest adventures.
Is that Jackson's line?
That's their tagline.
That's their tagline.
That's their tagline.
Just to establish, can they go to the same people? Like, if perchance, or does it have to
If
be?
the 9th subscriber was also someone who typed Trey Tinker in it, Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
With-
roll 2 nat 20s in a row. You can
Yeah.
win 2 things as well. You just get that lucky.
Double nat 20s. Gang,
That's
gang.
it. That's it.
I'm in board game.
I need board game. Okay.
Alrighty. Let's dive straight back into the world of Novem. We're in South Sage. Currently, Harkale is walking around in Trinx's little forest in South Sage, the multi-seasonal forest. You see autumn leaves spilling along the ground. You see trees that are withered and going through their winter phase. Of course, Trinx's tree of good fortune, this cherry blossom looking like tree with blue leaves. And you're just having a stroll. Willow, where were you up to? You were
Going back to the inn.
Heading back
I'm
to the
having a
inn.
bloody feed.
Included with the 5 silver. And Damara, you're currently just about to finish your chant to bring Optic back into the material plane.
Yep.
And that's where we are. So, it's been about an hour now, and Damara, you finish this chant, and out in front of you, you hear this squeal and this snarl, and you see Optic pop into
Optic. You stupid weak little lie. It's good to see you again.
He's just like, his eyes just like.
Oh goodness.
I missed you.
Creepy.
So, all right. Well, you come with me. We should probably find the others. I am sorry that everything ended that way for you on the ship, but you were very brave. And if it wasn't for you, we would have been in trouble.
Like his massive teeth is like great.
Yeah, come on.
Clearly not happy to have been gone, but happy to be back.
Neither was
Harkal, you've been wandering around the forest for about half an hour now, and just roll a d20 for me. No modifiers or anything,
Okay.
just
It's a 10.
it's a 10. As you're walking around, is there anything that you're particularly paying attention to?
I probably pay attention most to the smells, to what I'm seeing, the fortune tree itself, like just seeing what it's about, but mostly just trying to recognize any smells. Or...
Yeah. As you're walking along, you see at the base of an iron trunk tree, you catch like a sparkle in your eye, and you walk closer, and there you see 10 gold pieces just stacked at the bottom of the tree.
I look around. Is anybody else around?
Make a perception check.
It's a 1.
There doesn't look to be anybody in an immediate vicinity to you, but you can see like there's other people in the forest. Yeah.
Trink is gonna kick me up the ass. What happens if I take one?
Make a.
Like, she's more just looking at it because it's. She's not intending to take it. She didn't see it there before.
What do you do?
Well, if it wasn't there before, I pick one up.
You pick one up.
Yeah.
Make a religion check for me.
I'm gonna get kicked up the ass. It's a hippity. That's a 12.
You, as you pick it up, you feel a sense of calm wash over you.
Jeez. Okay. Is anybody else doing this kind of thing, like picking things up? or-
No one's noticed. No one seemed to notice what you're what's going on for you.
And if I take another one?
The same feeling. There's no bad feeling about it. It feels like it's meant to be, like it was placed there for you.
Okay, I'll take it.
You take it all?
Yeah, I take it all.
Great. You
Hopefully
continue
this-
walking around the forest. This sense of home grows. It's nice being back in the woods. You haven't been in the woods really since you left.
Yeah.
And you just sort of, your heart rate lowers. You're settling in. And how long do you want to continue walking around for?
I probably stay there for a while if I'm feeling good.
Yeah. The rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, do I find any bugs?
Yeah, of course. Make a perception check.
18.
Let me just pull up my thing. Okay.
Are there any red ones?
Pardon?
Red ones?
Red ones? Yeah, we can make it red. Why
Cool.
not? You find a bright red mantis type creature.
Ooh.
And you pick him up and he makes a little jab at you. And he jabs you on your skin, and you just feel like a really short like singe. Like if you had hair, it would have like singed off a single hair. It seems to have like some kind of fiery like tips of what his clawy things, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And it's
like
bright red,
you.
and his eyes like stick out to the sides,
Yeah.
like two antennae coming up the top, and you just see his eyes like moving around.
Yeah, I like you. Okay, I keep him in my hand. I don't put him in my little bag.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Does he get a name yet?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Cool. So you continue to walk around. Willow, you're having a feast. Finish your
My
food.
feet are up.
You're,
Mate,
you're
I'm
just
chill.
relaxing for the rest of the afternoon.
You're done.
I'm guessing I wouldn't have much info from Trix at the moment. Like, if I feel the hilt of the sword, you said she'd be gone for a while.
Yeah. Make a. What are you trying to? Are you just trying to feel for something? Just anything, or something more specific?
I'd like to try and discern any trace elements of her just in the
Of
blade.
her energy in
Yeah.
the blade. Yeah. Go for it.
Religion?
Yeah.
18.
18. You put your hand on the hilt and clasp quite firmly, and you sit there for a good 5 minutes before you feel a divine pulse back. But that's all you feel. It's just sort of a, don't worry, I'm still here. Kind of, that's the feeling that you get from it. But
Okay. Yeah. My eyes are closed. I am chill. I'm leaning back on a chair somewhere because, yeah, we've got a few things to do and there's not a lot of friends we have, so it's more about waiting for these guys, I think, at the moment. And there's a lot of stuff going on, so.
Is he drinking?
He's got some ale on his whiskers. Yeah. He's definitely drinking. Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Damara, where are you heading after your ritual?
Back to the inn,
Back to the inn.
Southport.
So you probably all get back there, unless you guys want to have a word without Harkale. But Harkale probably would come back around just before dinner time as the sun's sort of setting. She's in a quiet afternoon to herself. Did you guys want to?
Would you bring Gazer in just with you?
Yep.
Nice to see you two back together again. Match made in heaven.
It is nice.
The
It may not
barkeep.
have been long, but I missed a little bit.
Barkeep, as you walk in, is just sort of, or he comes over to the table. He's like, I don't want any trouble from this thing,
Gazer, please.
Gazer.
Of course, we didn't come here to cause trouble.
Very good. I put my faith in you. But, just forewarning, if there is any trouble brought here tonight, like last night, there will be consequences.
That's fine.
Very good. As you were.
You see Harkel?
I did briefly at the temple of Nocticur, but she was looking for nectar and wasn't having much luck.
Yeah, much love you go looking at Temple of Nocticur. I wouldn't have thought Nectar would have ended up there, but
Who knows?
who knows? You want some food?
Yes, ravenous.
Well,
I'll dig
your
in.
part's waiting for you. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Pre-ordered.
And I'll dig in, share what I've got with Iris and Gaze.
Your menagerie.
Portable zoo menagerie on my shoulders and hovering around.
Wait it out a bit.
So, did we want to try and scope out what's happening with these Kenku before checking on the treasure? Because I did think while I was out, if we could convince the Kenku that it was Brodgar that had the red diamond, maybe they would make a grab at it, and it might keep both a little occupied while we do what we need to do.
Well, I have a plan for that. If you indeed have found the way to turn one of us invisible, I also have an ability to find magical items, sort of within a certain area.
You do?
Invisibility combined with location spell,
That would be very useful.
it'd be pretty much straight there. With water breathing, it'd give you an hour.
And, well, see, the thing is with me turning invisible,
You can't make anyone else turn invisible.
I can make other people turn invisible, but if I were to do it myself, I have to concentrate on the spell that I'm casting. So Iris cannot help me with seeing while I'm invisible.
Well, Iris wouldn't be able to go under water anyway, would she?
Absolutely.
So
So,
if you cast invisibility on me,
that would be perfect.
I can go down, spend a bit of time, rummage around, see what I can do
Stealth
about.
big cat,
Stealth cat.
which has not been your strength so far, but
Look, I'll basically be removing all my armor for this, so
I like the sound of it.
could make it work. But yeah, I'm not sure we want to be pitting people against anyone right now.
Well, that's fine. As I said, my schemes have not been working out for me, so
We don't want you losing your ship again.
yes, or any more appendages. I'm running out of eyes to lose.
Well, why don't we focus on the gold for tonight? Would be nice to restock the coffers.
It would.
We're not looking too hot. Alright, we'll wait for Harkel to get back.
Cool. Harkel comes back just in time for a feed as the sun's setting.
Is Nectar back?
Nectar is not back.
Okay.
No, that.
No.
Alright.
Not at all. We're not near any forest, so I don't know where she would be. I just hope she hasn't gone out of town.
I think that's up to her now. Not us. We can help her as long as we'll stay vigilant. Be here for her when she comes back.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just saying to Tamara, I think I've got a way of getting us some more coins. Maybe help us restock. But it might be me that has to do it alone.
Do what?
Head back to that chest under the water. I can go invisible. I can locate the objects underwater, and I can breathe underwater too now, so it should be fairly easy. I'll just have to be careful about who sees me go in and out of the water.
What's it by yourself?
Well, you don't want us all getting in trouble again. And they're looking for you. Yeah, pretty much.
They're going to be looking out for us.
I could disguise myself a little bit. Maybe.
Into what?
I don't know, I'm pretty big. Maybe I could mat down my hair a bit. paint it green.
Oh my god.
You know, you never know. I don't know what holds up in water. Obviously, I'm going to look like a drowned rat when I get out of water again.
Well, you'll have an hour as long as you don't attack or cast a spell while you're invisible. I don't see any reason why you should need to be disguised.
Can you even carry the chest by
This is
yourself?
true. I won't be carrying the chest out of the water, but I'll try and get as much as I can carry, and I can carry quite a lot.
What are your thoughts? What do you think we should be doing?
Well, if we're going to get your gems, doing it by yourself isn't going to end well. I don't particularly want to do it anyway in a group. It's just anytime you're by yourself, it's going to end badly because you have no defenses. And what you're getting,
Well,
you're taking your armor off.
I'm going to be invisible. No one can see me.
There has to be some way they can see you. You're in the water. The water is going to be moving.
I'm going to go straight there. There'll be a little bit of a splash. I was going near some ducks.
We could be on the shore, having a fish, looking out.
Yeah, you come with me. It would be a nice stroll. If it looks sus, we back off. If there's people looking around, we back off. There's no way we're doing this unless it's completely clear.
Alright, as soon as people look like they know what we're doing, we have to leave.
There is another option.
What?
We just tell the mayor that there's a chest down there. And hope that he takes us on our word and gives us a little bit of it back, knowing that it was yours to begin with. I mean, if he wants us to be making good decisions going forward, this is obviously not one of them.
I think one of the tough things about the high seas is that laws out there are governed in very different ways to back here on land. So when there's an altercation out at sea, it's very hard to settle things with the law of the land.
So things that are on that ship belong to the man on that ship, right? And you can take over a ship. So
Effectively.
and water isn't. No one holds jurisdiction over the water.
Well, no mortal.
So whatever's down there right now, it's no one's.
As far as pirate law would be concerned, it's up for grabs.
Well, what if we just went and got a bunch of it and then gave some to the mayor as a little bit of a sorry for cocking up your town?
Would he want stolen goods, though?
If-
This is
but
why we were in
That's why we're trying to work out, is it stolen?
Is it stolen?
It's down the bottom of the
Yes,
water.
it's stolen from me.
But before that...
Well,
Oh, it's supposed to go into the mess
No,
in the first place.
I took it from the ground, unless
You
stealing from the earth
You
is...
mined it.
It was all there in the cave.
Wait, where?
On Fool's Island.
I don't know anything
On
about that.
Paradise Island. Sorry.
Oh,
Paradise Island.
okay.
Shit. What a moral conundrum.
Well, what is it that you want to do, Cobalt?
I just want to get this thing done, and if you need your gems, then you might as well get them. But I don't know if
I want to ask the mayor. He's put his faith in us. I want to know what he thinks. I'd rather be in someone's good graces right now making good decisions than rich.
All right. I mean, it's better than going under his nose. I have a feeling he's going to find out either way.
Yep. I mean, we're talking about making better decisions. Maybe the biggest question we can ask is, can you please help us work out the meaning behind those stones? Because for Damara's sake, he deserves to know what he lost his eyesight for.
Yeah. I don't think it would be wise to push it, though, because even though it's not on the ship, it's still in their territory. territory.
Hmm.
So it's, and the laws of this town is different. It's,
Yeah. What do you think?
If you would like to get permission, that is fine, but what if he says no?
Then no harm, no foul. We have other things we can do. Those gems are going to be investigated anyway. And it doesn't seem like something he would want us doing. And this is his town. Whether or not the gems came somewhere from your background, from my background, it doesn't matter anymore. We're not in our town. We're in his town.
All right.
and if we have to do this thing for Yanagar, it's clear that they have some connection with each other, and I feel like going against him is going against her, and it's going to prolong this whole ordeal.
We're better off having friends right now.
Well, then why don't we go ahead with the task that he assigned us rather than asking for permission to continue on our own?
My only question with that is, wouldn't the worst thing happen of Brudgar getting them back again?
I think the worst thing at the moment would be if they were left underwater for too long and the gems were destroyed by the seawater.
Well,
The gold will be fine, but they'll be looking for it, and I've already got into the head of at least one of the members of the crew. Hopefully two. They're not heading off tonight. They can't. They have to look after the ship. If they bring them up, the gems are fine. We'll have another opportunity, but
okay.
if it's important to you to stay in the good graces of this owl mare, then, as I said, I have your back.
I just want to return the good graces we've been shown.
Yeah. So why don't we go on with the quest that we have been assigned?
I mean, you went to such an effort to get the chest before. What are you afraid of that the Owlmare will say?
To be honest, I am afraid that my lust for freedom is going to push everyone away, and I'll end up in a worse situation than I am now. I can live with getting the treasure another day.
Alright. Then let's scout the Kenku, I guess.
Alright. I'd rather do nothing than go and try and take it tonight. So,
Yes?
Kenku in the morning.
Thank you for your honesty.
Quiet night in.
Retire for the night.
I look out the window to see if she's coming at all.
You don't see anything.
Fucking Christ. Oh, this stresses me out. Alright.
You retire to your chambers. Get a quiet night's rest. Waking up in the morning, feeling fully rested. You head down to the main bar area, and you see Nectar sitting there at a table.
How long does she sleep? Does it look like she slept in the
No,
bar?
she looks really tired. She's just sitting there, and she's got a bag next to her on the bench.
Okay. I come over.
Okay. I have a couple of things that I want to show you.
Okay.
You'll have to feel them tomorrow. She pulls out a bag, and you see sort of a clay statue for each of you, which is about this big, and incredibly more detailed than she has done in the past. This is clay. Okay, it's what you're meant to call squishy dirt. It's called clay. I wanted to make one for each of you because I'm going to be making lots more of these, and it's time to say goodbye for now because I'm going to be a potter.
Congratulations, Nectar.
I have a special thing for your statue, Damara.
Yes.
She puts your statue on the table. Is there any way that you can see this?
Yes. I've got Iris with me.
Yeah.
Yep. Channel
Cool.
Iris.
She pulls out her dagger and cuts the head off.
Thank
Fair.
you for the gift.
Fair.
I appreciate it, Nectar.
I hope I never see you again. She leans over the table and... If you would like to come visit me and buy any of my wares, make sure you say goodbye before you leave the town, by the way. But if you would like to come buy any of my wares or my pottery, you can find me at Mrs. Potter's in the Trade District.
I've got my little satchel, pull out. I had a little leather strap that I've tied around the top of the owl's feather. Sort of offer it to her as a little necklace thing. So this is the feather of the mayor. This might be something nice to have around your neck in the mayor's town. He's a much loved character here. Don't tell him how you got it.
Is she wearing a shirt?
Yeah, she's got like a sort of vesty thing on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nectar. It's very lovely of you.
I see you soon.
You will.
You're not allowed. She gets one last head rub in.
Well, I was going to give this to you as an apology, I guess. But I guess now it's a goodbye. And
It's not goodbye, it's just see you soon.
I give her the grasshopper or the mantis, and be careful. He will burn you, but not if you're his friend.
Okay.
I got him from Trinx's forest.
I've never had a pet bug before. What do I do?
You just keep him fed, and
What do you like to eat?
I would put that away if I were you. My gazer's eyes like pop up.
Yeah! She goes to the gazer.
Goes back. Please, Nectar, I promise you want to put it away.
I will cut his eyes off.
Hold it together.
You be careful, Nectar.
You be careful. That's your last warning. Next time it won't be the clay statue.
And the gazer uses its telekinetic ray to try and pick up the bug out
Yeah.
of Nectar's hand.
Yeah.
I put my hand also on
Make it roll.
Christ Almighty.
Jesus.
She's going to murder you.
Two hits. Sorry. Oh, it says I raise a saving throw.
Oh.
Which is probably better for Nectar.
Yeah. The bug is definitely not saved. What does he do?
Yeah, DC 12. He just like telekinetically draws it to him to eat.
Can I make a dex check?
No, hang on. You make a dex check as well.
Yeah. Would this be like acrobatics or athletics or something?
You're fine.
Oh.
Nectar rolls a nat 20.
Fuck yeah, she does.
Grabs
Fuck yeah,
the bug
she does.
back and cuts the eye tendril off the gazer.
Alright, I grab Nectar around the throat.
I pull out my fucking great axe.
I'm not scared of you anymore.
You should be. I could kill you where you stand.
Fuck off! Damara!
Nectar,
I think I better be going now.
I
You might want to go see someone to get that fixed up.
I pull her aside and I say, look, I don't know what it's worth anymore, but if you don't have a clan back home, you're a part of mine. You're an ethic, if you want to be.
I would be honored.
You are the fucking bravest kobold I've ever known.
Thank you. So I'm running late.
Okay.
I said I met Miss Potter probably too long ago. But I'm going to take Harkel with me and we're going to go make some clay. And I'll make sure you come see me before you leave because I
Yes.
have something I want to make for you.
Okay.
Okay. She scurries out.
Thanks for sticking up for my gazer.
Are you fucking serious? I gave her a present and you guys have tried to eat it.
I tried to stop it. I tried everything I could to stop it.
I didn't see jack shit.
I told her, put it away. He's going to try and pick it up.
She thought it was a joke. Fucking hell. I just walk outside.
What an interesting day this one's going to be. Barkeep near us?
He is out the back.
He's at the back?
Yeah.
Is there anyone behind the bar?
No.
Is there a tip jar?
Yeah.
Yeah? I leave a gold in the tip jar.
Very good.
And I'll wander outside. Yeah.
This poor barkeep. Is Creek still in this basement?
That storyline is the darkest timeline. Jackson created that. We're ignoring it for now.
Oh.
Yeah. Sling the pack, catch up to Harko, and wander off. Out the front gates again. Northern gates? Northern gates.
You're out the northern gates?
Yeah, that's towards the tower, yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. You make it past. Hayton comes along for the ride. Her and Milo slept under the stars last night.
I won't ask you to. No, I will actually. You have a good night, Peyton?
Oh yeah, it was alright.
Yeah. Nice to see you and your dog reunited again.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Be good to have your vibes back. Let's get on the road.
Struth.
Hey, man's dingo.
And you walk up, walk along the path towards where the fork in the road is.
So we see the tower?
It's a little bit in between you and the tower at the moment.
When we're going through the gates, leaving town,
Yes,
right? There's some guards there.
correct.
Do I spot any of the guards that were on the docks with us that night?
Make a make a perception check. Yeah.
11.
The two guards stationed are different to the ones that brought you in
And there's just 2 guards that I can see there.
at the gate. Yeah.
Okay. Carry on.
So, do we want to try to feed any misinformation to these Kenku, or do we want to go and have a look, see what we can see? What is the plan?
I think we should see if they have any weapons.
Just try and scope out what kind of defenses they have, how ready they are. Just even stake out for a bit, see who goes in and out. Just as much information as we can get.
If anybody goes by, see what they do. Is there any foliage or anything that we can that keeps it in view or anything like
You
that?
can hide yourselves in some foliage. Make a stealth check. Have you got your armor on, Willow?
I do have my armor on. Over there.
$17.
Oh. Nat 20 and a 9 for a 10.
And 19.
19.
This dice is shit.
You Willow. It takes you a little bit longer, but you find your way through a path that accommodates for your larger size, and you come to a bit of a clearing where you can see the tower off in the distance, and you can see some black hooded figures moving around the base, and you also see one up the top of the tower.
How many?
Make a perception check.
13.
You can currently see 3.
I can currently see 3. And if I look around, all around us, is there any more scurrying about?
Make a perception check.
16.
16. The only people you can spot are traders walking back and forth along the path, which is way behind you.
So they're not following this human tower path?
No.
Okay. Do they have any weapons?
You're unable to see that well specifically. Yeah.
What exactly are they doing?
They seem to be there's 2 moving around the base of the tower that are moving in quite purposeful manner. There's one that seems to be a lookout at the top.
Purposeful, are they guarding the tower, or they don't know?
Okay. They're walking in straight lines, and they're making movements back and forth.
Patrolling.
Could be.
I can cast invisibility on Optic and he can go in and have a look around. I can tell you what I can see if we just want to scope the place out.
Does he still see okay with 3 eyes?
I hope so.
You can see the bottom of his eye tendril's already healed over and is starting to grow back a little bit.
Mini eye.
4 we can, if that works for people. If anyone else wants to do something else, we can do that.
Is he able to tell you what's going on?
I can perceive through his senses up to 1 mile.
Are we within 1 mile?
It's 5,000 feet or something like that. It's a big
Yeah,
distance.
you're only 100, 200 feet away.
If you're happy with that, visibility gets him in so long as he can keep his noise down. Hopefully we can see a little bit what's going on in there. Is he able to scale the wall at all?
Oh, no, he couldn't. He can't climb, but he can hover. So as long
Hover
as
up
he
as
can,
high as
If he can get in, he won't make footsteps or leave footprints. Or
I'm happy with that. I'd rather not be.
if
in
he had a
tower full of
telekinetic ray, he could open doors.
people. He was hungry and lost that.
Mm.
Send him in.
Alright. Cast invisibility on Optic.
Yeah.
And send him in to scout out as much of the inside, of the tower as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. So he moves up towards the tower and make a perception check for me.
Yes. 18 plus. 18.
18. You move up. You see the Kenkus patrolling the base of the tower, and they have. You're able to get a closer look at their weapons with a black and silver handle. And
Does it look like the same crescent moon motif on the end of the hilt that we saw with Virabeth's guards' weapons?
They don't have a crescent moon.
Okay.
They've just got their curved sort of like so almost looks like a dragon tooth
Okay.
at the end. And yes,
Sorry, and yes, they look
that's what they
very
look like.
similar. Okay. Well, I think we've seen these weapons before. Do we want to find out more? See what else we can find?
Well, yeah, we know they're not a couple of cell swords now. They've actually got something decent to defend themselves with. Yeah, let's see what else is in there, I guess.
Okay. Can Optic try and get into the tower? Is there any sort of opening for him to get in without climbing through?
We'll find out next week.
Ah!
Okay, cool.
Ah!
That's it for today. Another episode of Celestial Sabotage in the books. We'll find out what these Kenku are up to and see how they're connected to Virabeth next week.
Yep.
Holy shit.
What is Virabeth up to?
Bullshit.
She
Wants that gem.
Is she there?
Killing gods or something.
Yeah.
She's the real hero of the story.
Beautiful. Don't forget to spam Trey Tinker in the chat if you
do
want
it.
a chance to win. This is literally in the next minute or two your last chance to go in the draw to win this beautiful hexagonal dice tray. And if you want to go into the draw, make sure you become a subscriber. Did I see we had Ibble? Hey, Ibble! Going into the draw to win these beautiful crits or fail tokens by Campaign Coins. 5 of them in the pack. Treasure worthy of your greatest adventure. We will see you next week. Normal time, Australian Eastern Standard Time at 12:30. We're going to have a long rest. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.